So it'd be really thematic if we could do something with the fact that this episode centers around entirely non-verbal kids, but the problem is this is like audio chat, and therefore completely and entirely verbal.
True.
So unfortunately we can't mime out our thoughts on the episode.
I could just edit in some silence for like 10 seconds.
Totally awesome miming did happen here, we swear.
Yeah, but this is Onion Gain. In this episode, Steven joins Onion into the forest, and they meet up with Onion's secret friends, who all don't speak, outside of one who can only say his name. They're very onion-y type kids, let's say, wearing creepy masks, building go-karts with highly dangerous tools, fake dyeing with ketchup. It's fun, but Steven's also weirded out. He leaves after they want him to kill an insect, and at that point, Steven assumes... Well, the point of this, I guess, is that Steven originally assumed Onion was the lonely kid, but Steven's the one with few friends who are all busy right now. Thus, Steven almost just gives up and leaves Onion to hang out with his friends, but then Onion brings him back to the forest and makes it clear that they'll be gone after the summer. But Steven will still be there to be his friend. And that's the episode. What a way to go to hiatus on, right?
There's a lot of really interesting little things in this episode. Like, I am interested in meeting Onion's summer friends, who are, like I said, are all non-verbal children for reasons that aren't communicated and aren't really important to the fact that they're all hanging out through the fact that, you know, they all communicate with each other quite well without speaking, aside from Garbanzo. They're all having fun hanging out, slightly dangerous fun with the super go-kart.
Yeah.
They've got entertaining little routines they do, like the fake death with the healing touch of Pinto. Although, I felt so bad when I got to the end of that and realised that Steven hadn't realised that they were just playing out a fake crash. That he thought Garbanzo was genuinely hurt and dying, and he was so horrified. Because that's also a running thing with Steven in this episode, is that he freaks out when he thinks Garbanzo's dying, and he freaks out when he's asked to kill a bug. Poor baby is getting heavily triggered over the subject of death in this episode.
Yes.
Because he's still struggling with that. He is majorly struggling with that, and he's not up for funsies with it.
No, not really. I do kind of appreciate that the friends can just quickly go into, like, being completely horrible. Here's a little insect, let's smash it with a ham. Now, there is some believable childhood there.
But say that's not all that out of the ordinary for kids.
Nope.
In between times, they become many children in a trench coat. Just made me laugh. To apparently pretend to flash people and get photos of them when they're freaking out. I didn't get a close look at many of the photos. I kind of wanted to go, I can do that. I mean, Garnet's chill because she's Garnet in her photo.
Just does a thumbs up.
The guy that they started with an eye patch, you see in the photo that he does have.
And we learned his name. It's Suitcase Sam.
Yeah, new background character, Suitcase Sam, who I don't think existed before. And it was probably now going to be my mental image for the man with the deerskin briefcase in Welcome to Night Vale.
I feel like the only reason this is the last episode before hiatus is because it is an episode about people leaving because it's fall.
Basically. That is quite thematic.
But that gets me to, like, biggest thing with this episode. Now I'm completely lost on the time of Steven Universe. So wait, back to school. There's a point where Connie makes it clear they're doing back to school shopping.
Yeah.
What? How? It has been, according to their own canon, it has been like at most a month since Steven's birthday towards the end of season 2. How is this even possible?
Maybe on this alternate Earth, schools run on different schedules.
Maybe, but it just...
We don't know how fucked up things are.
If you go to establish a timeline that vaguely connects with the actual time these episodes come out, maybe don't completely break it by having an impossible amount of events in a small time scale like this?
I mean, do we know what the time scale is? Because to be fair, I don't know, like, if there's any indication of how much time took place between, these last few episodes. Like, Connie mentioned, I think, in the library one that she was having to prepare to go back to school, but she didn't say how long it was till she was going back to school, and, to be fair, looking at her parents, they might well have her getting ready and getting her books and stuff together more than a month or so before going back to school.
But seriously, the leaves were starting to change during that Lapis episode way back when.
True.
Like, what time is it?
Don't think about that. I mean, I may have just been broken by Detective Conan into never worrying about internal timelines ever again.
Oh yeah, but the difference there is that at least with Detective Conan, that's kind of just the thing it does. But Steven Universe actively tries to move forward in time in ways that reflect reality. So when it suddenly just stops like this, it just makes no sense. There's no consistency.
No, I wish honestly I've been too sidelined wondering if those kids were at some kind of summer camp nearby. Because Beach City, it seems like a pretty small place and seems like the kind of place that does really heavy trade during the summer. So I'm just wondering if there's any facilities nearby that do things like summer camps and getaways, and then people go down to Beach City when they're at their camp. Like, I'm just wondering if those kids were at some kind of camp like that, and then they're going home. And Steven and Onion can still hang out. I was also kind of quite interested on the realization that Steven's narrating was a way of communicating with Onion, who, I've never really thought before about the fact that I don't think we've ever really heard him speak. But I think it got indicated once that he was speaking to his dad. Like, I think we got a look from a distance at him.
Well, the idea is that he has a weird, different language of some sorts that's mumbling.
Yeah. So in this case, Stevens just rolls with the fact that Onion doesn't talk and narrates, and takes Onion's reactions to what he's saying as to whether or not he's on the ball, and how Onion feels about things, which is a kind of interesting way to talk to each other. and it is sweet, even though sometimes Onion visibly unsettles Steven quite a lot.
Understandably so.
Yeah, which is fair enough. Onion is an unsettling kid. But he still hangs out with him, and also by the same token, Onion is willing to hang out with this strange alien boy who does things like randomly body swap with people in the town, or go in people's dreams. So there are a couple of weird kids who hang out, and that's very, very cute. Also, speaking of Yellowtail, I genuinely thought we'd rolled past like a nudie painting or something. I had to rewind to make sure he was wearing pants. But, yeah. Very nearly had Vidalia doing a nudie painting of Yellowtail. Oh, okay then. Okay. That happened. In the background of this episode.
Draw me like one of your French fish. I love how that's just a background detail.
It's an episode full of Onion, and that's the most disturbing thing that happened in it.
Yeah, I love how Onion has a whole pantry of friends. That line's great. But seriously, who names a girl Soup? Someone named their kid Soup.
That might also just be their nickname or what they prefer to be, or just, what they call themselves.
I hope so, because otherwise someone named their child Soup.
I mean, it wouldn't be the weirdest thing anybody's ever named a child. But yeah, Soup and Squash.
Squash.
I'm unclear if those are nicknames or actual names, but they're what they asked Steven to call them, so okay.
I did love at the beginning, when they first meet with the masks. Your slow and eerie approach is making me uncomfortable.
It is so Steven to not instantly run screaming from people in masks in case they might be friendly. Like, that's so Steven.
Yeah. I love how he puts just the perfect description on that. Like, he's so precise.
Yeah. Their first appearance in Mask feels like a reference to something, but I haven't seen enough horror movies with creepy children to know exactly which one it's referencing.
Yeah, I have no idea what that was about.
Aside from being creepy.
Yeah. Oh, also I did love Steven's contact list on his phone, which included Lars 1, Lars 2, and Lars 3. What?
I'm
What?
curious about why there's so many contact numbers for Lars, of all people.
My assumption
Why?
is that Lars just keeps blocking him.
Aww.
He has to put new ones. Well, actually, thinking about it, at least once, I'm pretty sure Lars threw out his phone, so maybe that's it.
Steven just keeps all the old numbers, which, to be fair, I do. I keep meaning to delete old numbers out my phone, and then I forget to, and I wind up with, 6 contact numbers for my brother and no idea which one I'm actually supposed to be using.
Great, so you have to so you just get it wrong 5 times.
Yeah, more or less. You usually just get this number is no longer in service, but I feel like someday I'm going to accidentally call up just some absolute randomer. Just one day to ring the phone, and then just immediately yell, "Oh my god, they've set dates for Hamilton in London!" And someone will just be like, "Quoi?" on the other end.
Okay.
Or maybe they'll want to see
Nani?
Hamilton too. I don't know. I getting very off track of this episode probably means I don't have any more to say about it. I don't have anything more to say about
Maybe
it.
it's just an episode about slightly weird to maybe really weird kids.
But weird kids that hang out together and have lots of friends, which is nice. They can all be weird together in ways that they're comfortable.
I guess.
That's nice.
What a pleasant, happy story for the kid that tried to murder the crystal gems with cars once. And also almost set the roller coaster on fire.
Oh, has definitely done it at least once.
Yes.
What a great send-off before the hiatus.
Yep. But I guess while we're here, you should watch our Teen Titans vlogs that are probably already up. Probably several of them are already up.
Probably. Teen Titans vlogs by Slider, who's presumably watched them years ago, and me, who's never watched it before, but this year over the past year has been diving headlong into DC animated stuff. So, onwards, and Teen Titan words, apparently.
Apparently.